Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. My friend sent me this video that was posted yesterday by a relatively popular DBD content creator named Spookandouche, and the name of the video is Cheater Gets Embarrassed While Streaming. Now, I will say I was slightly disappointed when I realized that this video in fact was not about me, although he has made prior videos about me, I believe at least 3, Rents 2, but I figured I'd watch this video with you because I do have some thoughts on this.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. There's a cheater that I've covered in a past video of mine who I referred to as the most insecure DBD YouTuber.
The cheater he's talking about is Void Totos.
And this person was notorious for targeting specific groups of people, whether it be based on their race, sexuality, gender, whatever, and just making their games as miserable as possible and using cheats to do so as well. More recently, he's been doing streams where he attempts to get innocent DBD streamers and players banned by using his cheats and third-party software. He'll essentially frame these players and attempt to get them banned, and there have been players that have been banned due to cheaters framing them.
Void Totos, he does make this kind of content, and it's really just all for reaction. It's all to get shock value and reaction. That's all he's doing it for, attention. From the conversations I've had with Void Totos, I don't sense that he is actually racist or homophobic or transphobic or any of that stuff. And even if you look at his Discord, it does say no racism, homophobia, and such. He is doing it for attention, and he does it quite well for attention because he's getting that attention. Now, Void Totos did do an experiment where he was trying to get Twitch streamers banned. From what I gather, I don't think he's doing this on a regular basis, like he's not getting his kicks out of doing this. From what he explained in his video, he was doing it as sort of an experiment to figure out more about the banning system and if it were possible to get an innocent player banned based on how he was getting banned in his live streams. And he had this theory that a DBD dev or somebody working for Dead by Daylight was actually watching his live streams in real time and banning him, which seemed to be proven true by his experiment. So yes, he did do those experiments, and I believe one person was banned by him. At least that's from what he says. So let's just clarify that, because the way that Spookandouche makes it sound here is that Void Totos is just continually getting people banned, innocent people banned over and over again, and that's how he's just getting his jollies doing that, which I don't believe is the case, but this guy here likes to exaggerate things, and he paraphrases things and puts them in his own words and kind of makes straw man arguments in a way, and also amplifies everything to a level, and it's done ultimately for views. I just want to clarify all that.
Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a clip of this streamer getting embarrassed on stream while using cheats to try to ruin other players' games. I actually saw this clip a week ago and I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a video about it, but the more that I sat and thought about it, I realized that you guys would love this and you would think it's hilarious. And who am I? Who am I to rob you guys of this peak entertainment?
He saw this about a week ago, but let's put this in context. This video that he's about to show was definitely not recorded a week ago. This was probably recorded more like a year ago, and I can tell that by the features that are being used within the cheating software. I would imagine his viewers are sending it to him because they feed off of this toxicity where they like to make fun of people and call people out, calling out a cheater. But here's the thing. He admits here, like, I know you guys, speaking to his audience, would love this and find it hilarious. So he's essentially breeding toxicity. He knows that people are going to get excited about this, not in a good way. It's like in a way where it's like they're getting excited about the embarrassment of someone else. So in this twisted way, he's doing the same exact thing that he condemns other people for doing, like the whole toxicity thing, fighting evil with evil, like do two wrongs make a right. So he finds somebody that's doing something wrong, and then he goes and exposes them on his big YouTube channel so that everybody can hate that person and they could all be excited about the humiliation of another person. What he's doing is not very much different. It's just returning toxicity for toxicity. So let's just make that clear about what it is.
Now, what makes this even more satisfying is that the stream this guy...
See what he said there? What makes it even more satisfying? So he's getting satisfaction out of the embarrassment of someone else.
Was doing was entirely themed around stream sniping TTVs to ruin their games. So you can actually hear him talking about right now that the reason his lobby times are so long and that his queues are taking forever is because his software is trying to basically force him into a game with a TTV. you'll hear it.
Q time L. It's because we're looking. It's looking for a streamer.
Yeah.
It's looking for a TTV.
When he finally does get into a match with a TTV, he checks to see if they're live and is disappointed to find out that they are not live. However, he decides to play the match anyway, and I'm so happy that he did.
Let me go private real quick. Let me look at the Twitchy, see if they're live. They're not live either.
Oh.
So there is a Twitchy, but they're not live. So
Bummer.
whatever. We'll just run it. We'll just run it.
Yes, please do.
Oh, the skull merch.
All right, so this whole stream sniping TTVs, it is a thing, and it's not just a thing done by cheaters. Some people actually do it and they're not cheating. They just use this tool to try to get Twitch streamers because maybe they're content creators farming reactions, kind of like Spook and Douche here. His whole channel is built on salt farming in a way. He knows what's going to get views. It makes me wonder, is he just short on content to pull up a video that's probably like a year old and bring up Void Totus again? He knows it's going to get views, and it does get views. And that's what I perceive to be his true intentions for making videos like this.
Merchant, come on. I think it's right for us to.
You see all the cheats going on here. You see all the American flag lockers, by the way.
But yeah, this is a new update.
Okay.
What other custom scans?
So he is so what he's doing is he's obviously got the Skull Merchant stuck in an infinite head-on loop, and he's not even jumping in and out of the locker. He has like an auto bot that makes him jump out at a certain time so that he doesn't have to push any buttons, and the Skull Merchant is just going to get stuck here. So his plan is to basically just force the Skull Merchant to sit here forever. But what you're going to see is two absolute heroes, two of the cheater's teammates actually, who come in and not only save this Skull Merchant, but also embarrass the shit out of this cheater in front of all of his viewers. And it's beautiful.
It's not even possible to infinitely lock a killer in this animation. The killer could just walk backwards, walk to the side. They're going to get stunned a couple times in a row, but eventually they'll be out of that. And if they just don't walk in front of the locker again, it's not going to happen. Spook and Douche here is getting a lot of pleasure out of this, which is understandable. Cheater came into the lobby with the intentions of ruining someone's game or just kind of griefing them at the very least, and now the tables have turned and the hacker's getting griefed. It is kind of funny how this has backfired on him. I get the irony of it, the poetic justice, so to speak.
We have a lot. We just went through them. We have like a lot.
So he's just sitting here doing his thing.
Every merchant is toxic. Fuck it, I agree.
Here's the first survivor. We got a Yunjin and we got the Claudette.
Skull Merchants are the most toxic players ever.
So there we go. So they start.
Okay.
What they're doing is they're spamming the button here to try to trap him in the locker.
You want to play these games? You want to play these games? Okay, Eugen and Claudette. I'm gonna fuck both of y'all up. Y'all better hope this killer don't hook y'all. I'm gonna fuck both of y'all up.
Oh, remember that. He's gonna fuck both of them up. He's gonna fuck them up. That they're gonna regret ever messing with this fucking absolute legend. These survivors really messed with the wrong one.
I'm not.
So there were definitely things that he could have done to mess them up, and it wouldn't even require the killer hooking them. I just don't think he's experienced with the hacks that he's using.
Stuck in the locker, I can get out if I.
You see that I just realized the flashlight is a gun, by the way. That he just said he wasn't stuck in the locker. Let's rewind that.
I'm not stuck in the locker. I can get out if I want to, but I'm just. I wonder if she thinks that I'm stuck.
Oh.
I wonder. They think I'm stuck.
I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but he's definitely stuck.
Let me go like this real quick.
Yeah, pull up your software.
Turn off the AI bot.
Find a way out.
I'm gonna say some of the stuff that he says is pretty funny. The way that he delivers.
Use your cheats, man. Come on.
Oh fuck! I think I actually am stuck. Hold on.
No way. Even with your cheats? No way you're stuck.
What are you doing? Okay.
Oh no way.
Wait, can you get stuck in the locker like this? Just spam the button to get out. You'll get out. Oh, you're talking about, okay, my bad. It's just space, isn't it? I think they have a macro on though.
So he starts accusing the Claudette of, oh, she has a macro. She's just like spamming it as faster than humanly possible to keep me stuck in here.
I'm sure there are ways to get out of this with all the options that you have. He can't figure it out.
He turns on his own macro.
We can put a macro on too if we need to.
Yeah. Gets his
Her
macro.
macro is better than mine. Her macro is better than mine, boys. No.
Even after turning on his own macro, Claudette still has him trapped in here. And I just have to say, if this Claudette does have a macro that she turned on just to keep this cheater in here, that is fucking hilarious. And that is like just the sweetest karma I've ever seen. It's so good.
So what I do want to point out here is like the satisfaction and the gratification that Spook and Douche here is getting out of this. Now, it's funny that the tables have turned, but like if you look at the way that he says it and the way that he apparently feels and the way that he wants his audience to feel, and he knows his audience for the large part will feel because he knows what kind of audience he has, he's getting a lot of joy out of it. I believe it's because he personally like really despises Void Totos.
We can actually, now that I think about it, let's just do this.
This part's good.
Claudette specifically.
Who's the Claudette?
Claudette. Oh, we can escape now. We can auto escape.
He said he can auto escape. Yeah. Surely he's not going to have to DC or anything from this lobby. He'll be able to auto escape. Don't worry.
But who's the Claudette? The Claudette is this person. That's on the Steam platform. No. We're going to pull their cloud ID.
Pull their cloud ID.
I'll take care of that later. I'm going to put them on the hold them list.
Yes. You are seeing this correctly. This guy is so fucking butthurt that this Claudette is outplaying him, even though he's using third-party software cheats. The Claudette has outplayed him, and so he's taking their Cloud ID and their Steam ID, putting it in a separate notepad called the Hold Them list, so that he can, on his own free time, snipe them, hold them hostage. That, by the way, this guy calls other people snowflakes, and, you know, whenever he trolls other groups of people and stuff and they get upset about it, he says, yeah, you're so offended. This guy gets outplayed while using cheats and gets so upset that he goes out of his way to grab all of their Cloud IDs, Steam IDs, and save it for later. Holy fucking hurt ego. Have you ever seen an ego so hurt?
I am actually in agreement with Spook and Douche right here. Like, this is a little extreme. Like, I have never once grabbed anybody's Cloud ID. I've never deliberately sniped anyone. I don't understand this mentality. If he's doing it for his own personal revenge because she outplayed him, it is very immature and it's very disturbing. For me, this is a video game, right? Whatever happens, happens. When the game ends, I turn it off. I don't think about it. Like, I don't have any revenge thoughts going on in my mind about anything. And I don't care if I die in a game. And if somebody were to do this to me and put me in a locker and stick me in there, I would post the video myself and say, oh, stupid cheater gets outplayed by big brain random teammate or something like that, right? I would just play off of it and be like, look how dumb and amateurish I was and got outplayed. Cheaters beware, this could happen to you. It's a video game, man. It's really a video game at the end of the day. Having vendettas and a desire to get revenge on people like this is a little much. Now, if I was playing and this happened and then I queued up with the same Claudette in the very next game by chance, I'd be like, all right, now it's your turn. But I would definitely not go looking for the revenge like this. This is a little weird.
No, you can't even auto escape.
Oh no!
With the wrong way. Yeah, we just go.
Come on, there are things you can do, man.
I can snipe this person if I want because I know they're MMR.
I can snipe this person if I want because I know their MMR. I know their Steam ID, their Cloud ID, their MMR. I'll definitely be spending my free time sniping this random player because my ego is just that fucking hurt.
She has a macro. We're going to report her for using a macro.
It does seem that way.
Please report her, yeah.
Okay, now that's just weird too. Like, you are the one cheating, right? And you're going to report someone else. Now, don't get me wrong. I've done it, but I've done it on purpose to be funny. Oh, we're going to frame this person and we're going to make them do this and look like the cheater. And then we're going to report them in the end game. I mean, I've done it a few times, but it was more for like the troll aspect of it because I knew full well that reporting this person was not going to get them banned. Okay, first of all, I'm reporting it from an account that's going to not even exist in 2 days because it's going to be banned for using hacks, right? And second of all, I know that this person was not cheating or doing anything wrong, so it's never going to come up for review. So I would do that sort of thing for the camera, for the whole troll, the irony of being funny and saying, oh, we're going to use hacks, but we're going to make it look like they're using hacks, and then we're going to report them for hacks. You know, it's part of the skit, basically. But the way that he said it here was like, really, let's report them for using a macro. Like, come on, bro. You're the one cheating. I'm fully behind Spook and Douche. Probably on most of this video, I'm going to say.
Macro. We're going to report her for using a macro.
Please report her, yeah. The cheater's going to report somebody for using a macro. That's amazing.
When I do this stuff, I don't take the escape because I don't really care. I'm not playing to win and I'm not playing for points. Other people in the lobby have fun too. This is not me trying to justify anything. We could do that in another video. Maybe there's no justification for it. I'm not even saying there is. But what I'm trying to say is my intentions for doing anything that would be similar to this would never be because I want to hurt someone or cause them grief or ruin their game. Howbeit, if that happens, I'm still not even going to take responsibility for that, because everybody's responsible for their own fun. If I get into a game and I'm the killer, right? And I get steamrolled by a bunch of survivors, 4 people escape, and then they mock me and tell me I'm trash in the end game, which, you know, this happens all the time in games that are not cheater games. I can still say, okay, that happened, and click the button that says next game, right? Even if I went up against cheaters and they trolled me and did whatever, infinite head-on, stuck, whatever the case is they did to me, when that game's over, I can say, you know what? I didn't have a lot of fun that game, but I'm going to click the next button and try again. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. I'm not even going to be thinking about it 5 minutes from now. Same thing if I'm a survivor and I go against a killer who slugs everyone in the beginning and kills everyone at 5 gens and, you know, hits on hook and then trash talks in the end game, BMs on the corpses and whatever. I'm not going to get mad about that. I'm just going to be like, okay, I play both killer and survivor equally, so I understand both sides. I understand them with hacks and without hacks, and I empathize with both sides. And at the end of the day, I don't think that this game is really the cause of people being mean-spirited and toxic. I don't think that it's the game that put someone in a bad mood and made them miserable or ruined their day. I think that those people were already miserable people, and the game didn't go the way they wanted, and that triggered their bitterness that they've already had inside, and this is just a manifestation of what's already in them. I cannot blame the game for making somebody mad. I don't think it's the game, because if you get mad over a video game, I'm sorry, you got bigger problems.
That's rich.
Oh fuck! So like when you're like that, it seems.
So he ends up getting just completely trapped in the lobby, which is even better. So he, like, they don't just die and then have to go next. Like, the match doesn't just end. Like, the cheater actually gets trapped inside the match and has no choice.
This is something that doesn't happen anymore. So this was definitely something from like a year ago.
To disconnect from the match, and you're gonna hear him say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't get a ban or a penalty or anything."
Like the game freezes
So good
and whatnot. That's easy though. That's easy.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get a ban.
No.
Or a DC penalty.
No, you won't get one.
DC on this count. That's interesting though. So you can use a macro. That's something I didn't consider.
Oh,
we got 4 minutes. Macro.
4 minutes. 4.5 minute DC penalty. This Claudette actually got this hacker to DC, and now this hacker just has to sit there. His third-party software can't even save him from this disconnect penalty. He literally can't even queue up to snipe any more TTVs or ruin any more matches for the next 5 minutes. There's just nothing he could do. God, that's got to just be quite a feeling.
A 5-minute matchmaking lock, what is that? Nothing. That's time for you to go get a snack from the fridge, upload a YouTube video or something. I don't see the big deal in that whatsoever. 5 minutes. Like, sometimes I wish I'd have more time between games and lobbies.
Don't you imagine? Usually he just goes around every match feeling like a god, and now he can't even queue up for a fucking match. God, that Claudette, man.
Okay, I did. This is.
I mean, a 5-minute penalty. Yeah. I don't see a big
even
deal
after the match.
Put Claudette.
he wants to make sure he doesn't forget who he's going after. He goes back to the hold them list, back to the special list of people that he can harass and snipe off stream on his free time.
Well, first of all, he's making an assumption.
Off stream on his free time.
Spook and Douche here is making the assumption that this is what he's going to do on his free time while he's off stream. I don't think so. I think if he does go back and target this Claudette, it's going to be on stream, or it's going to be at least for the sake of a YouTube video, like the revenge video. I mean, if he's really going back in his free time to get revenge on this Claudette, like personally about what happened in this game, I've already said this is weird. This is another level. Even if he wasn't cheating, this is just weird, but people do this, and this is the DBD community. At the same time, over here with Spook and Douche on his channel, we're just breeding more toxicity. Toxicity breeds toxicity. So but Spook and Douche here goes and does the same thing, returning evil for evil. That's exactly what we're doing.
Let me just put locker person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to forget who they are, right? Got to make sure you remember so you can hold on to that grudge. God forbid they hurt your ego, huh?
Even if I don't agree with Void Todos and what he's doing here, like I don't get satisfaction even if I were to be the one exposing him for it, right? I don't get this satisfaction out of knowing that I'm making fun of someone else or causing them grief, or I don't get the satisfaction of it. I would do it maybe because I feel like, okay, this is content, or maybe I feel like, hey, this deserves to be exposed or noted, but I don't get this satisfaction out of, oh, this feels so good that the cheater got his. I don't relate to that.
Any of you guys imagine doing an entire live stream dedicated to cheating and Dead by Daylight only for the sole purpose of ruining people's games and getting other players banned, only to have some random teammate trap you in a locker in front of all your viewers who are watching you act like a god in Dead by Daylight?
I've had many teammates, random teammates, try to sandbag me and work with the killer. I think it's the funniest thing. I always have a full lobby because everybody wants to join on my team and play like in the live stream. But I try to tell them I want to at least leave one spot open for that random, because I think the funniest part is getting the reaction from the random people, especially the teammates. Like when I do this on Survivor, I think it's funnier to get the reaction from that random teammate than even the killer, because it's a wild card. You never know what you're going to get. Somebody who's all for it, thinking it's funny, and they're teabagging the killer, and they're all down for it, and it's funny. And then you have people that will like send you a friend request and queue up with you because they had so much fun. And then you have people who are like indifferent, that they're kind of like, I don't know what to make of this. I'm going to go with it, but I don't really agree with it, but I'm in an awkward position. The whole spectrum. And then you have the people that are like, I'm going to DC from this game, or I'm going to give up and just quit on hook. And the best ones are, I'm going to be the one like this Claudette to save the day and help the killer get this cheating survivor. And I think those are the funniest games, because then it turns into this little battle. They troll you, you troll them. I think it's absolutely hilarious when that happens. It just brings a whole different element to the game. I would not be acting the way Void Todos does. I'd be laughing at it and be like, wow, props to you, Claudette. You got me. You win. I put a video out. Spook and Douche wouldn't have to do this to me, because I would have done it to myself, because guys, I really need to explain something to you. I need you to get this. This is just a video game. Dead by Daylight is a stupid, meaningless video game that has absolutely no significance in the actual world of reality. So I understand the content creation and farming and the salt farming and all this funny stuff and whatever you want to do, but it's a video game, and I think that anybody who's really taking it that serious, I don't think that they're in touch with the real world.
Have all those viewers watch you get stuck in a locker and watch you DC and watch you
It's not that big of a deal.
eat a DC penalty.
A 5-minute DC, that's nothing. He's acting like it's like some big, huge thing. I get the irony, I get the poetic justice, I get all of it, and I actually agree with him on it, but it's not that big of a deal.
That is just... And watch your ego get so hurt that you have to multiple times pull up this notepad so that you can write down their name and their IDs. So
yeah, but so I see someone like Void Todos doing this, and I feel bad for them, and I think, wow, that guy's got problems. Do I have to mock him on a video that I know is going to get probably hundreds of thousands of views in front of a whole community of immature, toxic degenerates who are going to take this and get a lot of satisfaction out of it and share it and mock him and tweet him or whatever they're going to do and comment on it and spread it like wildfire? Because like, what, are you any better than him for what you're doing here? Is your community any better than him for what you're doing here? You're the same thing. The only difference is you didn't use the third-party software, but your toxicity here and what you're doing to somebody else is no different. The satisfaction you're getting out of this whole thing, that's weird too.
so that you can remember to harass them later. That is so crazy.
Once again, I think you're right in everything you're saying here, but the joy you're getting out of it, I don't relate to it.
Now, earlier I had mentioned that I made this video because I thought you guys would find it entertaining, and that is true. However, there is another reason I made this.
So you knew that they would find it entertaining because you knew that they're a toxic community who gets their jollies off of toxicity, and you feed into that and you know it's going to get you views. It is why you did it. And I think that's also kind of weird. Now, if I went up against like a TTV and they got mad, I might post the video, but I post all my videos. My channel is just an archive of all my games so anybody could see any game that was played, but I don't get this joy out of knowing that someone else is hurt or grieved or emotionally distraught. The mentality of, ha, you're mad. Oh, you're so sad. It's no different. You're just giving back the toxicity. And it's like this revolving circle, like this infinite feedback loop. Toxicity breeds toxicity, breeds toxicity. And then you want to cry about, why is the DBD community so toxic? When all you people, I'm speaking to your whole audience and you, all of you people are toxic and all of you people are feeding into this. You just have this idea that your toxicity is acceptable and you're somehow morally righteous in this whole matter of, well, we have the right to be toxic because they did this and we are morally superior. And shut up, because you're not. How are you helping? See, this is the question I have. How are you helping DBD become a better community by doing this? By feeding into the toxicity and spreading it and adding to it? How is that helping? My question would be, what are you trying to accomplish with a video like this? If I look at a video like this, what I think you're trying to accomplish is you're trying to get views, and you know that this gets views, and you don't care at whose expense it's at. And it's just like the videos you made about me. You knew that they would get views, and you didn't care because they were going to get you views. The funny part here is like you guys that make these videos like this about like, oh, these dirty hackers, they did this and they're terrible people and whatnot. You know that this hacking content gets views and you're showing it too to get the views for yourself. But you don't want those views going to the people who are actually also creating that content and giving you the content that is getting you the views. So you hide their names and you won't say who they are because you're like gatekeeping and suppressing their content, all under this false pretense of you're morally superior. Like, I'll show you what the hacker did, but I'm not going to tell you who the hacker is because that would be wrong and I couldn't support that. But I can support showing the hackers on my channel where it gets me the views and makes me the money. You guys are so hypocritical in this.
This cheater and I actually got into a bit of an altercation on Twitter last week where he was saying that he had this video that he was going to be making about me, but he was trying to wait till he got to 10,000 subscribers. He's like, guys, I'll make this video about Spook and Jukes as soon as I get to 10K subs. So I was responding to him and I said, hey man, why don't you just debate me? Since I'm a debate Andy now, I keep debating all these people that I've made videos about. I was like, hey man, fuck it, let's debate. And then he said, yeah, okay, let's do it. I'm in. And then I gave him my Discord. He added me on Discord. And in Discord, I said, all right, let's debate tonight on stream this time. Are you down? He ghosts me for 4 to 5 hours. And I start streaming whatever, just kind of waiting. Maybe he'll join in. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's just got shit going on. Maybe he's busy stream sniping that Claudette and holding her hostage. But he finally gets back to me like 4 or 5 hours later and says, yeah, I don't want to debate right now. Maybe in the future, but right now I just don't want to debate you because it wouldn't benefit me. He said, this is what he said, I swear to God. He said that I'm not posting very regularly. I'm not very active, so our debate wouldn't benefit me.
So how would it not benefit him? Like, you have a lot of followers. You have a lot of viewers. How would it not benefit him? Here's the question though. You've made 3 videos on me. When I tried to comment on any of those videos, my comments were all blocked. Okay, so why are you having this back and forth with someone like him? And I can't even respond to the videos you made about me. So like, what's the difference between me and him that you're all about debating him and you're all for it? But someone like me, where's my debate? Why don't you talk to me? I think the answer is pretty simple. Void Totos is an easy target. I mean, he kind of makes a fool of himself. I mean, we all kind of make fools of ourselves. We're content creators, and part of it is you got to laugh at yourself and be silly. I'm not into the whole drama scene, but I made this Twitter page at Spook and Douche, and I posted one tweet and tagged both you and Void Totos. But I did tag you, hoping that maybe you would get this. The tweet says, Spook and Douche calling out Void Totos because he is easy. Meanwhile, the sad cheater, that would be me, who actually wrote the appeal that saved his YouTube channel, gets the silent treatment from you. Where's my debate? Why ignore me and block my comments on your videos? Do I scare you? Let's talk. Void Totos at one point had 104, 107 videos removed from his YouTube channel, and his YouTube channel was pending termination. He actually couldn't post anymore and couldn't live stream or anything. And he actually turned to me for help, and I literally wrote the appeal that got his videos restored and his channel restored. Talk to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Come after somebody that can debate you. And I'm not even saying I want to debate you or argue with you, but maybe just have a conversation. You did make 3 videos about me, right? Why don't we have a conversation? Because you might catch me in some situation where I don't have an answer for something, and you make me look like a total fool, and you get to show all your thousands of people like what an idiot I am, and you get to laugh about it, and like maybe you get that opportunity. You know, after all, I am a dirty, low-life, bottom of the barrel scumbag cheater, so they're going to hate me by default, right? They're going to hate me right off the bat, so you have the advantage in that. But what I'm saying is maybe we can talk and actually come to some eye to eye on this whole situation with cheating and DBD, because let me make one thing clear to you. I never intended on being a cheater. I just kind of fell into it. I'm not going to justify it and say it's good or right, but I also have arguments as to why I'm doing it and why it might not be wrong. Ultimately, the whole purpose of that conversation would be to better the DBD community and maybe see more eye to eye, maybe have a conversation where the self-righteous DBD gurus have a one-on-one with the low-life cheaters. Maybe if you understand where I'm coming from and I understand where you're coming from, maybe there's a way to work towards something better, something to be improved. Not just like, hey, let's argue because I want to show everybody how stupid you are, which is why I think you want to argue with Void Totos. You just want to have him as content so he can be a laughing stock and you can humiliate him and make him look stupid, knowing that you're quite capable of doing that. Why don't you talk to someone like me? You could even edit your video however you want, chopping up what I say like you did in the previous videos. You can paint your straw man argument, put words in my mouth. Actually, you take words that I say and put them in a context in which I'm not actually saying them to make me say things that I didn't say, but it sounded like I said them because you paraphrased and put them into a different context. I know what you do, which makes me question all your other videos on other people, because I saw what you did to me and it was brilliant and it worked. It was clever. It was smart. You did what CNN does. I can tell you the answers to the questions if you really have the questions. Do you really have the questions, or are you just trying to humiliate people to make content? Farm salt and get views based off of toxicity, which you claim to be against. So I'm kind of calling you out here. Here's your opportunity to talk to one of the DBD villains. Here's your chance to actually get down to it, enlighten the community with like, why are people cheating and what do they get out of it and what's the reason behind it, and will they stop? Can we get them to stop? Why should they stop? Are they really as bad as we think? All the questions you could ask. There's the opportunity to really actually, you get what I'm saying, or no? You just want to make videos making fun of people, because honestly that's what it looks like. To better the community and really make the game better and make people get along and actually try to put out some of the flame, the toxicity, just make a better, healthier community, we can actually respect each other as people and have these conversations. I just don't think that you want to do that. Any of my comments are deleted from your page. They're just blocked from your channel, so I can't say anything. Even in one of your videos, you told me like you wanted to hear back from me. Well, this is it. I'm actually calling you out the way you're calling out Void Totos, because you want to argue with him, and what are you going to get from that? What is the motive behind that? You just want to make him look stupid so you have content? You've already done that over and over again. Like, you're milking it for all it's worth. Do you actually want to try to maybe like see eye to eye? Who knows, man? Maybe you change my mind. Maybe you can get me to turn over a new leaf and actually not do what I'm doing. I love playing the game legit. I have more fun playing legit killer games. I have more fun playing legit survivor games when I'm with good teammates. I'm not against playing the game normally. I really like the game normally. intentionally. Like I said, I kind of fell into cheating, not intentionally. So maybe my motives are different. Why don't you reach out to me? Why don't we do a video? I do acknowledge that I would benefit from it. You know, if you just want to suppress me so that can't happen, I get it. But what I'm trying to say is you're being disingenuous at that point because you don't really want to solve anything. You don't really want to work towards a better community. You really don't want answers. You just want to like make fun of people. And that's fine. I'm not saying that you're horrible for that. I'm just think that you're a little insincere. That's all. Prove me wrong.
Clearly, I'm not very active, so our debate wouldn't benefit me. What? He easily could have just recorded the debate and posted it later, or posted it in this imaginary video that he's making about me, but he won't make until he hits 10,000 subscribers. I don't know. It seemed like a really weird reason to back out at the last second of a debate. Kind of just seemed like he was afraid. But hey, if you're out there and you watch this, and I'm sure you will because your ego can't help it, come on, man. Let's have a conversation. Come on now. You and me.
So I always say the same thing right back to you. Come on, man. Let's have a conversation. You and me. Like, what are you scared of? A sad little cheater that you made fun of several times in your videos? Why would you be scared of me? My intentions would really be to better the community if that were possible. I don't really think that's possible, but I'm down to try.
Let's do it. Let's chat. Why not? What are you afraid of? Let's do it. Where's this video? Make the video. You have a video you want to make about me? Make it. Why are you using this video to beg people for subscribers? You've had other people make videos about you, and then you will immediately respond and make videos about them like, oh, I found this dirt on this person. This person's awful. And you've responded to other people who have made videos about you, but you won't post one about me? And you're saying it's because, oh, it's a juicy one. And, you know, it'll be the 10,000 subscriber special. Right. It seems like you're just fucking using this as a way to beg and beg and beg for subs. Either make the video or don't make the video. Either debate me or don't debate me.
I think that he's calling out Voitodos because Voitodos is easy and Voitodos has really nothing to stand on. You want to talk to somebody? Talk to me. Well, why won't you talk to me? Why am I blocked on all your channels? Come on, am I chopped liver, man?
This was a fun video to make. I enjoyed rewatching these clips of this guy.
I enjoyed
completely getting embarrassed on stream.
I enjoyed watching him get embarrassed.
Hilarious.
It was hilarious. You're not much better.
And yeah, I really hope you guys found it entertaining.
I hope you found it entertaining. Getting your jollies off of somebody else being embarrassed is the part that I don't get. And it's the part that I'm calling you out on. It's the part that I'm saying makes you no better than them. It's just because you don't have the third-party software installed. It's wrong to be toxic against you, but it's okay to be toxic against that guy because he's breaking the rules. It's wrong for somebody to come up and punch you in the face, but that guy over there, because he cheats in a video game, it's okay to just go punch him in the face. Obviously, you're not telling people to do that, but essentially, it's kind of like the statement that you're making. It's okay to humiliate this person, make fun of them, and get pleasure out of it because of who he is and what he's done.
Yo, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
I'd be surprised if he does, but I'd be glad to chat with Mr. Spook and Douche. Of course, for the purpose of making the community better and bringing more views to my channel. I'm just going to say what it is. Yes, I would like to use you to bring more views to my channel the same way you used me to bring more views to your channel. Is there anything wrong with that? We're both content creators, right? Can we mutually respect each other in that or no? No, you just want to farm people for the content for yourself and suppress who they are and their names. And I know you're going to say, oh, I don't say their names because my community will be toxic to them. But come on, your community already knows who I am and they're already toxic to me, whether you sent them or not. You know, you're not doing it to protect me. You're doing it to keep eyeballs off my channel. Let's be real. The invitation's there, Mr. Spook and Douche. Don't you want to make the community better?
One day I'm gonna be like him. My YouTube channel will blow up like his. I'll work hard to be a stupid douche. The world will know me as Spook and Douche. One day I'm gonna win like him. Fanboys will lick my butt. Not sure I want to be a dumb douche, but I really like the name Spook and Douche. No, I'm never gonna be like him. I don't want boys to lick my butt. It's not cool to be a big fat douche. Now introducing the real Spook and Douche. Yeah, I'm the one and only Spook and Douche. I keep fanboys away from my butt. I might not have the fame and fortune as him, but at least I'm not a total douche. I'm the one and only spook and douche. I keep fanboys away from my blood. I might not have the fame and fortune as him, but at least I'm not a total douche. I'm the one and only spook and douche. I keep fanboys away from my blood. I might not have the fame and fortune as him, but at least I'm not a total douche.